You have the auction gun? You're gonna shoot it and everything?
Yeah, we
You got
everything set
everything?
up
Okay,
in
okay.
Glasses are in there.
No light, right?
No light though. Yeah.
Oh man. We sharing?
Well, we should be able to. Should be able to open up another one like we did last time.
Mm-hmm.
And then
This is when we have like a video that playing something.
yeah, like the intro.
You're right. We're getting there.
You know what would be cool though? Jefferson Cole's video of what is MagFed.
Oh yeah.
That was a neat idea.
Right.
That's what they were doing.
Yeah, we should. We definitely should add something there while we lollygag.
What's going on, Tucker? Hey, Maddie. Timothy Brooks, what's going on, brother? Phil Velasquez, what's going on, man? All right. Let me, we need to mute this one. Whoops. Hey, Josh, what's going on, guys? Team War, what's going on?
How's it going?
You guys got to change the episode text on the broadcast.
What happened?
It says episode 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just double click on that right there. There you go.
Thank you very much, Jamie.
Up. And
Oh,
this
it's
way.
this one, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Boom.
Almost messed it up there.
On episode 8. We don't even know what episode we're on, guys.
Yeah, we were at
Lewis, what's going on, Lewis? How are you, man? This is a guy who we've been invited us to Columbia.
All right.
Come see Columbia.
All right.
Show some East Bay paintball production videos. Send us some, Michael.
Yeah.
I'll show them.
So that's what we're probably gonna do is invite some of you guys have a pretty cool video, send it to us, and then we'll play the beginning of the show of each week.
It'll probably be a video of the week type of thing.
Right.
You'll be able to. You'll probably have to submit it directly to me or KT, and then we'll
play it.
We'll play it for you in the beginning while we let people come in and join the chat. But thank you guys for joining us again for another episode of the MagFed Weekly Show.
Thank you.
Are all me and KT especially. We're coming back from Paintball Extravaganza last week, so
it's a wicked week. This week Mike has some emergency. Jonathan also had some emergency. And we're preparing for Dominion. It's a little bit hectic going on here.
This is the time of the year where things start picking up. You guys start playing a lot more, so that in turn, kind of embards us with calls and emails and texts of all your guys' questions and products that you want to get out for your season. So first off, talk about the main purpose behind the MFW show. I know we talk about this every week, but I think we're getting a lot of new subscribers, getting a lot of new viewers every single week thanks to you guys. The whole purpose of this show is to grow the community, not just MagFed and paintball in general. So a lot of the things that you're going to see are not just questions and broadcasts and kind of specialty specific segments on our products, but as well as other products and other products of manufacturers in our industry. So that's the main priority of this show. We want you guys to be able to come here every Wednesday, and hang out with us, ask us questions about anything that you guys want, anything that's paintball related, MagFed related, or anything that you just want to know, maybe just not about our company, but maybe other companies that we may or may not know. Ask a question. If we don't know the answer, we're going to tell you.
Right.
I mean, it's that simple.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out for you. Yeah, if that, we'll find out for you. We've been doing this long enough to where we have a pretty big insight of exactly what's going on around the industry, as well as kind of the stuff that happened in the past that's kind of correlated or jumped into where we are now in the future. So primary purpose of this show is to just be and grow a part of the community. That's what we want. That's what we want to. We want to show your guys' events. We want to show your guys' loadouts. We want to really give back to what you guys have done. The ambassador program, the event calendar, all the things that we're going to be going through here shortly. One thing that personally I want to do, and I know I speak for KT and the rest of the company, is we want to thank you guys for your support. Last week it was a overwhelming response on the auction. We auctioned off a DMR live from Paintball Extravaganza. We had a couple special guests, the
Yeah.
guys from Behind the Bunker, Christian from Enola Gay. He showed some of the new products that are coming out, which
Cool.
was
Oh,
really
man,
cool.
that's
Really,
like-
I can't wait to get
Yeah.
one of those in there. So
That's one of the make the game
Yeah.
so much better.
these guys are really, really, really leading forces in not just product development for the sport, but is also the information side of the sport. I know most of you guys have seen the Behind the Bunker show. It's a great, great show. Every single week they're putting it on Monday nights.
Monday night, right?
And they're talking about everything paintball.
Right.
No, not necessarily a lot of
MacFed
stuff.
too.
MacFed too, yeah. But it was really cool to hang out with those guys last week. We got to meet some of you guys that came and saw us at our booth. A lot of you paintball shop owners and some of our dealers were even there. We got to finally
Right.
connect after a year of emailing and over the phone telephone calls. But one thing that I learned from that convention and talking with you guys and on the live broadcast especially is your guys' support. And I can tell you personally that I really appreciate it. I think this company, even when we were RAP4 and now we're MCS, has come a long way. And Jamie and Valerie, KT, Mike, all of our people that work here in the warehouse, Adam, our shipping guy, Liz, we thank you guys for continually supporting us, our products. There are a lot of you who have bad experiences with us in the past, but I encourage you to give us another shot. I think a lot of things have changed, and I can tell you, me personally and our office staff and KT, we've gone above and beyond for a lot of you guys, and we do that not because we have to, but because we believe in what we're doing here, and we think that with you guys out there using our products and promoting our name, promoting the brand and growing the sport, this could definitely be something that everyone should encounter and experience once in their lifetime. So I just want to thank you guys before we get on with the show here for all of your support continuously these past couple of weeks.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
The ambassador program. So I am waiting on some information from some of you guys. Timothy Brooks, Cough, Nightmare PB, not so much. Some of you other guys, Banff Assassins. I need some of your leaders' information regarding your accounts so I can put the follow link on there. I need that to finish your pages. I have all these pages that are done. I just need that information so I can put that up. For those of you who are asking about the ambassador program, I've been getting a lot of referrals regarding the ambassador program. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that it is not a sponsorship, okay? It's a partnership. That's what the best word to summarize what the ambassador program is. Some of you have been reaching out to me, and it's totally fine. Like I said, I'm always going to respond to every single one of you guys. But it's not a sponsorship. This isn't something where we're just going to give you a bunch of stuff for free and then hopefully, fingers crossed, you guys use it to their best ability in our favor. Unfortunately, that's not how it is. We are willing to help you. A lot of you guys, the ambassadors, and some of you guys who own fields or running MagFed games have been reaching out to KT and I for promo material, patches, flags, T-shirts, hats, tents,
Right.
the tech mats. Those are all for sale at a discounted price, but if you have an event and you reach out to me and KT in a respectable time frame,
Right.
I say that, please, respectable time frame. Don't email me or him 2 days before your event and be like,
man.
hey, I need this. We can't. That's very unlikely that we'll be able to do that. We are extremely busy here. These next couple months are going to be in and out, especially in the warehouse.
Right.
We got a lot of stuff. I'm doing a lot of things for other projects for the company. We're going to be all over the place. So if you guys need something, products or orders, and you're one of my ambassadors, reach out to me directly. Give me a good amount of time, about a couple days or so, maybe a week, and then let me talk with him about it, and then we can get you squared away for those things. But I will have a price sheet available. It'll be done by tomorrow with the promo material. So if you guys want like hats, these are some of the older RAP4 hats. We're going to have some MCS stuff
Right.
made eventually once we finish this transition. But right now we have tents. We have the tech mats, patches. What else we got? We got some T-shirts, the ambassador
right.
T-shirts. All of those things will be on that price list for you. So if you want to, when you get your loaner fleets or anything like that, then you can contact me, and then I'll include those in your order with your purchase. Let's see here. Just came in time. Promo material. Yeah, Jefferson Kroll, you're one of my main guys that I get a lot of that stuff too. So So if you need that promo material or you're interested in the ambassador program, it's located on the resource page of. And I'll show you guys here just one more time again, so you know.
To move this.
Is it the?
No, on the left side. Yeah.
Which one is it? Smallcaster?
Yeah, Caster.
Okay. Here we go, guys. All right. So we'll go ahead. It's in the resources tab, and you'll go here. And you have the MagFed ambassador. So right now I got 2 pages up, the Skull Eagle page, and this is a mock page. This isn't a real team. KT for almost a week and a half thought it was a real team.
Right.
I'm that good. I'm that good.
It's very well put together.
So the information that I'm waiting on is this right here. So like as you can see, what I want to do is I want to be able to have for the Banff Assassins. You guys have a lot of members. The other one that's in, oh man, I have so many of you guys, I forgot your name. SAS, a lot of you guys that have a lot of members. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to put all of them here.
As many as if you submit them all, we'll put them all.
You're going to put them on?
We'll
okay, all right, we'll put them all on there for you.
Well, everyone needs to be on it so that way they can be part of the team, right?
That's true. That's true. So well, I definitely need all that information. If you don't have an account, make sure your members create an account. So this is the information I'm looking for. This is what each one of your pages will look like on the ambassador page. Your team photo or whatever photo you want to give me.
More than one.
More than one is fine, but make sure they're decent quality because, excuse me, some of the photos I received are kind of, it looks like they're screenshots from a cell phone, and I don't want to. I want to be able to copy and paste a lot of this information.
We want to represent your team well. Show you, not just we don't want that.
Okay, so
you want to kill the coupon code?
There we go. So So a lot of you guys, like I said, that we want to make sure the template is there so you guys can be represented correctly. All the information, I want you to write it as if it's how you want it on the page because I don't know you guys well enough yet to fill in that information for you.
Right.
Okay. The next thing, event calendar. You guys saw on the event calendar. I've been getting quite a bit of submissions on the event page, or actually my personal page on Facebook, as to where can I find events and how do I post them. So go ahead and I'll show you here again. You're going to go to resources, and then you'll see the events tab right there, and it has all of the events coming up for the month of March. So it's in order here. If you want to post your event, you can do this. It doesn't matter if it's a Hopper game or anything like that. If you want to post your paintball event, you just submit event right here. That's all you got to do. It gives you all the information of how you can fill it in, and then you can refer people to the website. If you're looking for promo material, if you're looking for raffle submissions from us or sponsors or to your event, etc., reach out to us in a respectable time frame, and then we can give you an answer and work with you on something like that as well. Dean, I know I have to talk with KT about this after we're done about your sponsor thing or the raffle prize. So
this is for the BAM event, or
this is Dean Dawson's event.
Okay.
So I'll talk to you about it.
Okay, we'll work on that.
But we have that information for you guys, and we'll give you all of the things that you need, or if you want help or anything like that, you can reach out to us for that as well. Okay, the next part. Let's see here. The biggest event coming up is Dominion.
Right?
We will be there. KT and hopefully Mike, if everything gets better for him, will be there.
I just got back Monday, and so I've been running around trying to put out some fires, resolve some problems. I'm real behind. I owe Kusha a photo. He want to make a poster of me for the event, but man, I haven't got a chance to do that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do for next last minute thing. It's a little bit crazy going on, so my apology for that. I do have, you guys need anything from the White House, let us know by tomorrow, by noon. Email, text, message us, and we'll get something ready for you so we can bring out the event for you. That way you just pick up at a booth. Otherwise, we're last minute there. So don't wait until last minute. Say, I need this one time. Somebody message us to bring out something to an event. while we're on the road. You know,
It doesn't, like I said, respectable time frame, guys. Give us a little bit of time
Yeah.
to get these things that you guys want.
yeah, we love you guys, but we can't turn around halfway. So give us some time, and we'll get it for you.
Okay, let's jump into the auction. All right, guys. So Mike wasn't here today to build it for
Right.
you, but I went ahead and I built you guys something pretty cool. I think this is a special ops. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say it's a Blizzard and all that, but it's actually the Storm 2. So this I have. You got your remote line adapter. You got the rear air option. I gave you a rib caged M4 butt stock with the Riz rail here that you can put some attachments, extra battery compartment. That's usually what you use that for. Working red dot and green dot scope. It has a compact laser sight on the top here, if you can see that, and a flashlight that also works. So you'll be able to use that, and you have a drop down vertical grip here with the almost 360-degree key mod rail. You can purchase extra key mods. We have the 4.75 inches, the 2.5, and then the 1 inch available for you guys on that. So I will go ahead and I'll demo you this right now. You're probably not going to be able to see much. The light went out in the range. But
From the rain.
Yeah, from the rain. We're going to start this off at $100, and we'll go ahead and start that now. So you guys can add, or you can start your bids. $100 increments of 10. All right. I'll see you guys in the range.
Okay, let me switch the camera to a range for you. Range cam. Oh, there we go. Hey, the light's not too bad.
What was that?
The light's not too bad.
It's not bad?
No, not bad at all.
Make sure you let me know if I'm lined up right
Okay,
on this.
okay.
Right here.
Yeah, yeah. Turn a little bit. You're good.
Good?
It's good.
So I'm going to shoot with the round ball today. You got your...
Okay. Get some polymer ball going on. John Smith, he got 300 on it already. Timothy Brooks, 150. Must be jumped by $10. That is pretty awesome.
Kind of like that.
Killing guys. No, that's a great little setup there. Right there, what cam, dual cam, caster cam. Okay, so I'm gonna update the text here. So, ticket text. Current bid 300.
Who's leading the bid right now? Timothy Brooks.
No, Brooks. Somebody just went up and just jumped 300.
Jumped 300.
Right.
Huh?
I mean, like no.
John Smith,
John
300.
Smith, yeah.
Timothy Brooks. Timothy Brooks. Usually you're the guy that comes in high and mighty, but John Smith, 300. All right.
Wow.
Wait, is that John Smith? Defiance John Smith. It is,
No,
isn't it? It
no.
looks like their logo.
His name is John. I kept. He has a long last name.
All right, guys. So you got it. This is the Storm 2, the auction marker for today. You got all functional pieces here. I put the red dot and green. This is a red and green dot, 2x42, and I put it way forward so you actually have some eye relief. And I zeroed it in the best that I could. The red dot is zeroed in to right over the top. It has a 1-inch diameter recon rifled barrel, and it is 10-inch length. And you have the old school wrap 4 Special Forces suppressor. This is my favorite suppressor out of all the ones that we offer. We don't have these anymore, do we?
Very few.
We have very
Yeah,
few,
very
a little
few.
less. But that's available on this system here. You got that key mod, so you can add a lot of attachments. You can change things around. Everything works on here, guys. So you're gonna have, your flashlight. You got your laser. All that stuff works. So yeah, increments of 10.
So
already up at
one of
360.
the difference on most of you guys ask me what's the difference between the Storm 1 and 2. The big difference is the magwell and the handguard. The handguard is removable. You can take it off and change to another one. Where you put in the kind of key mod handguard on this model. But also, most important thing is the magwell. You can take it out for cleaning, for service, whatever you need to do. As opposed to the Storm 1, it's kind of integrated into it. It's kind of, if there's a break or something, it's a little bit harder for you to work on. We love the Storm. It's a beautiful, beautiful design. Omar did a fantastic job on that. The transition between the magwell and the handguard, I mean, it's so beautifully done. But the downside to that is for new players, you can't really service it. I mean, you see how I just pull a pin and the magwell just pop right out. That's why the Storm 2 kind of taking over that a little bit there. So that's a big difference between the Storm 1 and 2.
The most sought after piece, I think, with the Storm especially, was the integrated shroud. People love that key mod that was all the way around. So when we came out with the Thunderbolt and now we have the Storm 2, we offer that for you. So you can change barrels easier. Still going to be 98 threaded. You have first strike upgrade compatible. The ergonomic trigger guard here, which is a good piece. So you can actually hold it here. You can actually add a bipod to this if you want to, and turn it into a micro assassin type sniper platform. So I like these. I think this is definitely going to be for you guys who enjoyed the Storm quite a bit. That clamshell design, you still have it here, but it's a lot easier, like you said, to maintain service. One thing that I do want to talk about first before we get started here, a lot of you guys have been coming into the chat and asking questions about certain markers and where we find videos. We do not offer instruction manuals like paperback with our markers, and the reason being is the only one that you have an operating manual on that you really need to know about inside and out is the 468 and the DMR, which we have. There's an instructional video that KT did, as well as the one that Omar has, which is a little bit older. Mike will be doing an updated one with the one-piece uppers, etc. When he gets back. He's been really busy as well. But for the rest of them, the Bold, the Vortex, the Blizzard, and the X7 or the Hurricane, those are all based off of Tippmann internals. So really, the only thing that the difference is the clamshell design from those markers. Internally, if you know about Tippmann stuff or you watch a video on Tippmann, your troubleshooting and your compatibility as far as parts are going to be virtually identical.
Right.
So, I've been getting a lot of questions about that, and kind of to walk you through things on the phone, especially if you're not up to speed or you don't understand exactly how a paintball gun works internally, it's kind of difficult to talk about it. So the videos is something that we think visually will help you guys troubleshoot and really diagnose and service your own systems. Our systems, in my opinion, are easy enough. I didn't work on any paintball guns before I worked here, and I was able to pick it up in a couple of months, each individual one. And that's kind of what you have to be. You kind of have to take it apart a couple of times to kind of look at the parts. Internally, on a 98, there's essentially 15 total parts on the inside.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
Not too many.
Not a lot at all, and they're all big.
They're easy.
Yeah,
the
smallest parts that you have are just the screws. But I mean, honestly, those screws are the rubber handguard grip screws. Those are the smallest ones on those systems. So if you have questions and you're wondering, how to troubleshoot or service your system or your marker that you receive from us, please give us a call. Come in the chat 24/7. We'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. If we don't respond right away, it may be after hours. I may be asleep. I have a newborn at home, so my hours are fluctuating. He's got 2 little ones at home, but he's always on his phone. He's always doing something. So he'll help you more often than not if I don't get to it, or Jamie or Val. So, keep that in mind. there's a lot of Facebook groups out there, 468 Owners Group, DMR, Storm, Bolt and Blizzard owner groups. Those are great groups. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean anything by this, guys, but some of you guys, when someone goes in there, or some of you guys that go in there and you ask questions on how to fix certain things, you may or may not get information from the wrong person. And we always recommend reaching out to us first before taking advice from someone who is not a certified technician, because I'll tell you right now, we have no certified technicians. I've heard a couple times from these groups, I've even witnessed a couple guys say, oh, I'm a certified technician for RAP4. There's no such thing.
Not yet.
We're
working on it. That's one of the network that we're trying to build with ambassadors, is to pass on the technical knowledge that we have to and certify them. That's the whole idea behind the ambassador program too, is certify certain players so they can help other players. But we haven't gotten there yet. I mean, it's a road that we're trying to reach.
We would love to have that, but it really takes time for you guys that want to learn, and also for us to kind of explain those things. So our goal is to provide you guys with those videos from this time being on our YouTube page, as well as some of the website. We'll have them uploaded to the product page, so that way you can refer to it back as much as you want. If you don't have YouTube or you're not proficient, at least you'll see it right there in time on our website. All right, so today's episode is about accessories galore, and it's not just accessories for our systems, but for Milsig, Tiberius, MaxTac, and even Tippmann guns. A lot of you guys have known RAP for offering really, really cool accessories. We have thousands of accessory products.
More than we like to.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
A nightmare's
a little bit
worth.
too many.
Yeah.
I think we're also working on to kind of reduce down those accessories and to kind of keep the core ones in house, but the rest of them we will slowly kind of discontinue them.
So we're gonna kind of go through that. I'll update it.
Tim Miller.
You got 390. Oh, John Smith, you're at 400. 400, John Smith. That is John from Team Defiance.
Oh, wow.
What's going on, John? I got your email about the logo. That's awesome, by the way. So, accessories.
Hang on. I want to shout to Maverick Legion. He just jumped in earlier. Somebody invited us to Oklahoma D-Day, and we're going to play for German side. Well, we'll have a few players coming out this year, so we're going to decide which team we're going to play for. Hang in there.
Joseph Rojas, I saw you there earlier too. How's it going, man?
Brian Foucher, how you
Brian
doing?
Foucher, Nightmare PB.
Right.
Nightmare PB, I saw your post about the no more promo code, and that was like a wildfire. People were sad. There was crying involved on some of these people. I don't know what was going on. But this, I assure you guys, a lot of the stuff that you guys got accustomed to on the RAP4 site, it was great. But the MCS site is so much better. All of our processes, all of the reward programs, etc., are streamlined, so it gets more. You get more bang for your buck first off, and everything is a lot faster return. So a lot of you guys that are kind of still getting used to the new site, use the filters for
us too. We're still
we're still getting used to it. Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot of features and functions that we're still working on to implement. It's going to take a little bit of time to perfect them, so give it some time, please.
Yeah, definitely. We're working on that. But Brian is definitely someone that if you guys have questions or you guys have not watched his videos yet, Nightmare PB is the epitome, in my opinion, right now for mag-fed paintball videos. I mean, his tactical approach, all his systems and markers that he uses, and just his gameplay is really cool, and it's really fun to watch. So if you guys have not seen his videos, we'll go ahead and we'll put that on this live stream so you can kind of see that in the comments and visit him and stuff like that too. One thing too I forgot to mention earlier, all the special guests that we saw, Christian from Enola Gay, Behind the Bunker guys, and
that was Joe from Black Raider Paintball.
Yeah, and what's his name from the Pev's Paintball. Mike from Pev's Paintball. We're going to put their information in there because I know some of you guys were asking questions about them from the last live stream, and I forgot to do that. So I'll make sure I do it in this one. So if you guys didn't watch that episode, go back to it. The DMR is no longer on auction. Don't ask for bids on the DMR. It's gone. And we thank you guys for your support there.
Thank you.
So let's jump right into it. Accessories.
All right.
A lot of you guys are always looking for accessories. MagFed Maker is making these new and really cool looking conversion kits for different kind of specialty guns that are on the market. The Chris Vector, the
Right.
Galil, the AK-47, like all these ones that we have. And we do get a lot of questions from you guys who don't own MCS markers. What barrels fit my T15? What accessories do you offer that I can use in my Milsig, MaxTac, etc., my Tippmann? We have an extremely long list of Tippmann accessories, so I think that's where we should start.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But you can go crazy with Tippmann accessories.
So some of the ones, the most sought after ones that we see or that we get a lot of inquiries about is the Flexi Air Kit for Tippmann guns.
Right.
And unfortunately, the only system that will work with the Flexi Air Kit is the Phenom, correct?
Well, actually, we have a couple different systems. So the Phenom is pretty much straight up using our Hurricane system transfer directly. So you have an internal system there. We used to have an external system for 9.8 and the A5, but we do have an internal system for the A5 that's coming out. I think next week that's what we're gonna do. We were gonna implement it this week, but it's gonna make an episode gonna be like 2 hours long. So we reserve for next week a full episode just on Tippmann A5 and Tippmann accessories and the upgrade for the internal air kit on that. So it's gonna be a long one next week.
Okay. But for right now, the X7 Phenom is the only one.
The X7 Classic and X7 Phenom
Are the only ones that have the
Right.
Flexi Air Kit. So
Right.
with the Flexi Air Kit, that opens you up to rear air capabilities. What you'll see here is you have your remote line adapter. This is the mil-spec version, so you can use Magpul butt stocks, the PTS butt stocks, a lot of compatible airsoft specialty butt stocks that fit a mil-spec buffer tube. You'll be able to use those here. So this is our ribcage one. Like I said before, this is actually the auction gun for you guys that are just joining us. We're at $400 right now.
I think the back you can pull back too, like the back paddle
that's
you can
true.
pull it out, and then there's a cover inside. You can put your battery and stuff inside.
That's right.
There's two.
So
built in there.
these types of accessories that are available for the remote line adapter version of the rear air. The Flexi Air Kits, you can find all that stuff on our website. But that's one of the accessories here that you will see. Another one is obviously the rear air version. Do we have any? Yeah, we have these ones right here. So you can actually show one of them if you want.
Rear air version.
Just the tank, just the tank. And the gun. So what you'll see here, guys, you have a 13 cubic inch. We offer a 17 cubic inch. There's a couple other ones out there in the market that are circulating. I've seen some 26 CIs. The diameter, as long as it's 2 inches or below, you can use any of our butt stocks for that.
Right.
So the rear air version is the most sought after accessory for a lot of our competitors' markers as well as ours. So that's a great upgrade for you guys that are looking for more realism out of your loadouts and getting rid of that remote line. Personally, I love the air and stock option. Yes, you lose a little bit of shot capacity, but the realism is there and it allows you to have a standalone loadout without that remote line running off your back there. One of the next ones, you want to take it over to the next one?
All right, so a couple of these butt stock. Well, this is the latest butt stock that we just put out a few days ago. This is the MTA Butt Stock. Stand for Mercenary Tactical Air Stock. So they're 3 different color. You have the tan, the black, and the OD. In-house, Jamie, he actually braided this this piece here and basically a paracord, 6 feet long that he used. Pretty cool. So basically you can make a sling out of it just in case you get into a tide or use for some MacGyver setup there.
Stuff. It also protects the hook from catching on your gear as well as the lever here from being accidentally depressed and extending or descending that butt stock.
Actually just changed the butt stock totally the way it is. See?
It's really cool looking.
Yeah.
So I think Jamie ordered a couple colors and we have some here. So if you guys purchase this stock and you're looking for that, let us know in the comments, and I think there'll be an upcharge of a couple bucks or so.
Right.
And we'll do that for you. We'll ship it off with that.
So that's what we're planning to do. Like Jonathan said, we're gonna braid this for you. If you request that, it's kind of cool to have that good to go. So that's the MTA, and so the other ones we have. This is the TCA Butt Stock Tactical Compact Air Stock. Look more. The two, if you see the braid, it's actually look pretty close to each other. And the last one we have, this is the DMA Butt Stock, the designated marksman rifle air stock, designated marksman air stock.
That's
Yeah.
the one that you'll see on the DMR.
Yeah, it fits this on. It's a little bit longer than the rest of the stock. If you use a 13 CI, it houses it in perfectly. That's the reason why we kind of did a little longer on it, so that way you can have a longer air tank.
Last one here.
Oh, last one. Okay, this is the SCA, standard air stock, standard carbine air stock. That's what it stands for. Basic version we have. The difference, I like this one because you can just pull it off the air tank. I don't have an air tank here, but just kind of pull it, just come right off. These right here, you can't really pull it off. You have to kind of hook it down and use either a screw or something to lever and depress the pin inside out enough for you to take off the butt stock. It's a little bit cumbersome, but it doesn't come off and it fits really well. I mean, it's tight. This one kind of loose, but allow you to kind of just pull the lever and it comes right out. So for the pros, I think this is the way to go. You know where to the position of your butt stock. This is the way to go. And these are more like for the new players where they don't really know how far your butt stock go and they kind of want it to stop. But you can actually, if you want to come off easily, you can do it yourself. You can take the pin out and then just take some material off far enough for the pin to reset away from the guide bar, and you can take it off easy too. But as for standard, it's easier, better for new players, so that they don't pull the butt stock completely and kind of, when they did that, it's kind of fumbling and looks funny. So.
One thing too that just to add to this, all of these butt stocks come in black, OD, and the tan, which is what you see here. So we have all of these in different colors to match whatever loadout you want. I do see a lot of you guys spray painting these.
Oh, yeah.
And they actually hold the paint really well.
Right.
So if you guys want to get a black one, you want to spray paint it, you can definitely do that to match any of your loadouts. I've seen a lot of cool camouflage ones on the MagFed Marker of the Month page. There's a lot of cool different camouflage and technique stuff there. The next part, Tippmann accessories. I don't have them all here because there's so many of them.
We can cover it next week.
Yeah, we can cover it next week for the A5 one. But
A5,
there are
98,
98 X7s.
So, yeah.
There are a ton of stocks. The Krinkhoff, the UMP stocks, the collapsible, the foldable. There's a ton of stocks that we offer. And they're all available on the website. If you go into the where's that at? The butt stock page, right? Let me just show you guys real quick.
Was it small casters?
Mm-hmm.
Not this
Go
one.
this one. It's on the that's at the top. This
top?
left side.
Okay.
You had it right, and then
this one.
Yeah, and then come over to this page.
Oh, it's
click
okay.
on
Okay.
the tab.
All right.
There you go.
So it's under products and under butt stock air kit here.
So just to highlight a few of them, there, like I said, there are so many of them.
You definitely should use the filter on the side right here. Select adjustable and folding butt stock. Gives you all the different type of butt stock that you can get.
Tons. I told you, there's a bunch of different ones. For, like I said, the X7, the 98, and the A5. A lot of Tippmann accessories, a lot of you guys that are on the fence still about converting your old Tippmann guns to MagFed because you're afraid of the MagFed community not being as big as you'd like it to be, to invest in something like this, dress up your Tippmann markers with these accessories. And then when the time comes where MagFed is starting to definitely increase in your area, it'll be a lot easier for you to convert. You just get your conversion kit, take all your accessories, and boom, fits right there on all of our conversion kits. So if you have that question, does Tippmann accessories work on the conversion kits? Yes, they do. So that's where you can see them there. Like I said, guys, the new website is so much better as far as the navigation on how you find products, and then ultimately use the filters. If you're in the guns and markers and you want only the Blizzard guns, use the filters. If you want, in grips and handguards and all that stuff, use the filters to the best of your ability. You see all of these, the new configuration here. You look at the bolt markers. These are all the variations of the bolt that we offer now. which is really cool. And we'll be adding and taking away as we see fit. Obviously, we want to give you guys variations that you think are cool that you would use and run in the field. Obviously, all of these systems, like you said, you see all these accessories up here, and then the ones on the website, they're completely modular. You can take your base model and you can turn it into anything you want and change it wherever you see fit as much as you want, which is really cool, in my opinion.
All right, let me switch back to the big cam, right?
Big caster down.
Okay.
Scene 4.
All right.
There you go.
And turn back to here.
Yeah.
All right. Still learning how to navigate the website. I mean the streaming system there.
So as far as the Tippmann accessories, we talked about the stocks. The next one, AK-47 accessories. I think a lot of people do not know that these exist. I'm going to show you here a complete. This is actually a Vortex that has all of the AK furniture on it. You got that top rail, the real wood butt stock, and then the real wood shroud here. And this is, like I said, on a Vortex, but these accessories will work on your A5. This is a really cool system.
Right.
The only thing I wish it had is the rear air, but right now this is a really cool type of configuration.
So the wood kit just came back into stock a few hours ago. So we can actually, a lot of people have been asking about when is the A5 and the Vortex wood kit coming back. So it just came back. So butt stock coming back, the handguard is coming back. I mean the whole barrel kit's coming back, and the whole rifle just came back. So you guys looking for the AK kit? Well, you can get it now.
And we will have the whole marker available on the website for you guys.
It's already available.
Is it on there? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I did see it on there the other day. So it is available. This complete setup is available. As far as a new product next week, you'll have to wait until next week's episode to see our new configurations of the A5 as well. Next one, the rails. A lot of you guys ask about rail compatibility. There's a big industry for airsoft specific rails.
Right.
There's a lot of big industry for mil spec specific rails. With our systems, you have the universal mil spec barrel nut adapters, and that's not what I don't mean by universal, but each model specific barrel nut adapter. The Vortex has one, the Bolt has one, the Blizzard has one, and then your Hurricane is the only one, your X7 Phenom is the only one. That's because of the shape and the way that the handguard actually attaches. There's no place for...
There's a step. So if you put the handguard on, the top rail of the Hurricane is higher than the rail handguard. It looks awkward. We didn't... Technically, we could made it with the A5 adapter. Let me pull that up for you. But we didn't put it in because... So let me pull it up. It's under, actually you can just search mil spec. So this is adapter right here that you can actually use. Let me open another tab on that one so we come back. Right, that's the adapter. That will go replace your barrel nut, and that's allow you to add in the mil spec handguard.
So if you guys want to look at the compatible markers there, the Bolt, Vortex, Tippmann A5, BT Combat, Iron Horse, Omega, Delta, Merc, Falcon SW1, and Blackhawk. That is a lot of comparative models and a compatible system with this barrel nut. So that, like I said, if you see airsoft, there's a lot of airsoft handguards out there, or airsoft specific handguards that I've seen, and they actually say airsoft spec on them. From my experience and what I've found is, depending on the manufacturer, usually most of them are just mil spec, but they put airsoft spec because they don't want them being put on real firearms.
You can test it. Some of them are airsoft spec, so you gotta make sure that which one it is. You gotta test them to make sure it's mil spec compatible, because some airsoft they're not compatible. The older one, I know a lot of the older ones are not. The new ones are starting to be mil spec. So you gotta make sure that they do fit before you purchase it.
And I've heard from a lot of you guys that have asked these questions, that contacted the manufacturer of them, what their definition of the airsoft spec is, and what I've found, like he was saying, you're gonna have to ask the manufacturer, definitely, or you contact the person who's making them for airsoft spec and kind of asking them their definition, because a lot of them, like I said, are saying from what I've heard that they are mil spec, but they're saying airsoft spec because they don't want it being put on firearms.
So as you can see the photo here, this is where the mil-spec adapter goes, and you can put your barrel nut on it, and then you can put on pretty much any of the mil-spec handguard on there. So the barrel nut, and then you can add in this adapter. So this is your barrel nut. You thread it in, clock it into the right place, slide your handguard on, and then secure it on. The beauty of it is that the handguard is fully floating. In other words, your barrel, you can just put it on, take it off, and it doesn't touch the barrel at all. In the past, what happened is a lot of the handguard it secure itself onto the barrel, so it has a tendency to come loose. And when you have to take it off, you have to take the whole barrel and the handguard come off at the same time. So we kind of made it a little bit different now, so to improve that functionality.
So some of you who have the Blizzard SOCOM, that's how those were attached, were via the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we got quite a bit of calls from people who got those, and then the M41.
Right.
They're like, it's loose, my barrel's coming off. Well, it's completely easy to fix. Those are set on there by the set screw.
Right.
So, but like I said, the mil-spec barrel nut adapter is the way to go. The free float handguard for you guys who use hammerhead to change out your barrels and change your fins quickly, even on the field, you can do that with the mil-spec barrel nut adapters.
Right.
We have a long line. Let's talk about compatibility with Milsig, MaxTac, and Tiberius, guys.
Right. So on Milsig, recently they came out with an upper that has a mil-spec adapter, but the older ones, you have an M17, the older models, you can actually get an adapter, and you can put any of the mil-spec handguard to it. Just go in and lock it in place. So we do have some handguard that are compatible, so if you're not sure, just check with us. As far as air-wise, the butt stock are butt stock compatible, all different versions. You can even get the universal air drop down there for it as well. Next one, we have the MaxTac TGR. Same, they do have a mil-spec adapter too, so you can actually take this handguard off and replace it with a mil-spec wrist adapter, and then you can put on any of the mil-spec handguard. Butt stock the same. All of our butt stock are compatible, so you can pretty much use it on your model, your marker there. And next one, I have the Tiberius, or the First Strike version of it. Same, they do have a mil-spec barrel adapter here already, but be careful when you install it. It's a little bit tricky. The way that they make this barrel sleeve, it needs a little finesse and know-how. Play around it, and you can put it on. So same thing with butt stock. A lot of people asking whether the butt stock compatible or not. They are compatible, so you can. Some of them are coming tight. The rail that comes with their the butt stock kit is a little bit thicker than what we use, and also when you put it in, there's an angle, there's a draft that may cause your rail to kind of come down to decline. And you can see there's a big gap between the tank and the rail. There's two ways to do it. Number one, you can replace with our rail. Our rail is a little bit more, it's a little bit thinner, less. Or two, you can take some material off from the front here, and you can better alignment, it will come in easier. If not, you can just face a little bit of stiff and a little bit of friction. Other than that, it's not going to affect your functionality at all. And some of the barrel that we do carry, the muzzle brakes and silencer, all these are compatible to Milsig, MaxTac, and the TGR markers. So you can actually get one of these silencer and barrel. They are compatible. This is the one-shot barrel from Hammerhead, and this is the silencer from RAV4.
So if you guys saw the video on from Paintball Extravaganza, we have a lot of those suppressors out. Those were a big hit, I think, at the show. A lot of people didn't know. With the Tip-X here, you can see that configuration looks really awesome. And now with the long range, basically shape projectile upgrade for the Tip-X, that one-shot barrel is amazing with that upgrade. And the suppressor itself looks really cool as well. So, the universal drop down was another big one for us. Behind the Bunker guys loved it. A lot of you guys had a very overwhelmingly positive response to those to those new products that we offer. And like I said, they're not the most appealing looking or pretty thing on the market, but they're a functional piece. The eye relief that they offer is really, really, really awesome. And they really allow red dots, red and green dots, scopes, all of that stuff to actually be functional, especially if you're using first strikes or shape projectiles.
Right.
You can really have a loadout that every single piece on it is not just, you don't have pieces on it that just look are just there for cosmetic looks. You actually have functional pieces, and that's kind of the direction that we're taking a lot of these new and upcoming products for you guys, these accessories, etc. These are all functional pieces that you can add to your system that are actually going to help you be a better player on the field.
And you have any question on compatibility or know-how or what you're trying to do? Let us know. We're gonna find some solution for you. We don't, like I said, if we don't have the solution, we know where to get the solution.
The next part of it, we went through the rails, other accessories. Honestly, I've got quite a bit over my experience here of questions regarding scopes and all that stuff. Do they fit my T15 or do
Right.
they fit? Those accessories are usually universal. The only thing that you really have to worry about is that if their Picatinny rails are up to spec or not.
Right.
Sometimes, like the A5, because of its clamshell design, their Picatinny rail on the top was a little bit wider, and if you didn't have a screw down version of an accessory and not and like just a spring type where it didn't open up as much, it really wouldn't work. So there's very few accessories that are like that now, but that's one thing to look out for. So even if you have lower end, like some of the old Spiders that had the Picatinny, the Tippmann guns, the older ones,
Right.
that's one thing to keep in mind. If you have a screw version that you can unscrew the screw and open up this thing really wide, you should be fine. Some of the accessories I brought here, we have the grenade launchers here. I think these are cool pieces. The grenades that we have what you need for them. This is a short type version. This attaches to a standard Picatinny. It's all available on the website. It's really easy, and I think these they offer a cool new dynamic to the game. Some of those grenade launchers are really loud,
Right.
really loud. You don't have to necessarily shoot paint. My experience, I've seen a lot of guys like they put mini marshmallows in them and they're
Right.
shooting them at like 200 FPS.
That's pretty
so
fun.
that's pretty cool. We have a short and a long one here. So if you guys, have a 7-inch quad rail, this
Right.
looks really cool here, and you'll have your barrel extending out, or you can use that small one and make it kind of even. And it's a simple design. It's just pressed by that button there, and you have it. Some of the other ones that we have, all of our optics. We have red dots and green dots and lasers and flashlights, especially like you see here. This is the only one I have up here that has these configurations. The red dot, this is a red and green dot, 2x42. You have your compact laser sight, your flashlight right here, and then obviously your standard vertical grip. Those are compatible with pretty much any marker that uses a standard Picatinny. So you can use and deck out your markers as you see fit with a lot of these accessories. The barrel compatibility. That's one thing that I know we need to address here. Hammerhead specifically, we have recon rifle barrels, true flight barrels. We had a couple of Thunder Pigs back in the day when we shot CMI stuff and all that. The Hammerhead line. Talk about compatibility of our Hammerhead line.
Okay. Hammerhead barrels, basically, if you have the hammerhead barrel, all you have to do is just get the right fins that compatible to the marker, then you're good to go. But recently, since Hammerhead start making first strike compatible, first strike dedicated barrel, they eliminate the fins. So for this barrel, this is the one-shot hammerhead barrel. It has A5 direct threads, just go right in. So if you're shooting first strike, ship projectile, these are probably the best one to go around because you don't have that adapter. But if you don't have an A5 barrel thread version, then you still use the regular hammerhead barrel and use the 8.868 fin, and it will shoot almost just as good. I wouldn't say exactly, but close, very close. Okay, but that's also allow you to kind of change to regular paintball to take the fin out, and then you can just match the ball to the size of the fin, and then you can shoot regular paintball as well. So that's the beauty of having the fin kit. But if you're doing first strike dedicated and you're not planning to shoot the regular paintball, then the rec thread barrel will probably be the best option to go with. Keep in mind though, the Moser Brakes threads for you compatible with the rack for 22 times 2 millimeter threads. It's not the old hammerhead that use 7/8 thread version tip there. Okay. That's a big difference that you have to pay attention to. A lot of customers have purchased this barrel and then use the hammerhead Moser brakes. They're not compatible because we did this because for many reasons. For one is if you're looking into like a music barrel, they have Moser brakes and silencer too, and it's also compatible to their barrels and their Moser brakes. This is why we did this. So it's just complete 100% straight compatible. Also MaxTac and TGR, they're the same. Different handguard, like you said, different mil-spec handguard, just slide right over and it fits just right. Can you grab me those two?
Yeah.
So this is a quad rail.
This is Noveskis.
Yeah, this is Noveski NVR handguard with the key mod, and this is Noveski free floating handguard. You can see there. Yeah. So that's the reason why Hammerhead did made it with this Moser brakes thread.
The only marker that's not compatible is the T15, correct?
T15. The reason that T15 is not compatible because they're using a non-thread. They're using an adapter. See how they have a dedicated twist lock system. So they're only compatible to their own marker. So there are some adapter out there you can buy that's A5 threaded or autococker thread. It comes with a little adapter this short, and then you can just thread on any of the barrel that you have, one shot or hammerhead barrel, whichever barrel that you have. Then just get the right adapter for that. Yeah, a lot of people asking if we have this. We don't have the adapter. You can get it from, I think Anscare have them, Typhoon Tactical have them. So it's out there. So you just gotta get the right place to get the part you need. I was saying earlier about this. See how it has a tube here. So the tube is kind of to install your handguard. You gotta make sure that it goes around the tube, and then also this Delta pack right here. Okay, it's pretty tight in there. So Delta, when you take it off, be careful. It's finicky, but like I said, with certain finesse, you can put it on no problem. So they have the sleeve. The sleeve, what it does is that to keep the barrel aligned. So without the sleeve, the barrel kind of wiggle a little bit, like I said. But you have to play around with that to make sure you get it right.
And for you, we don't have them up here, but if you guys want the carbine handguards on your Blizzards or the other Milsigs or anything like that, we do have Delta packs available for you, and then you can attach that with any of the carbine ones that we have. Those are all available on the website as well. So some of the other stuff, a lot of the let's see here, Aaron Stock, we went through that, the handguards. I'll go through the auction one more time. I think Tim Miller, we're still at 430. It's Hunter Valley Paintball, Australia. This is the auction marker, guys. We're at $430. The Storm 2 compact laser sight. You got your special operations suppressor, 1-inch diameter, 10-inch length barrel, flashlight, your red and green dot 2x42, and the rear air option with remote airline. Rib cage butt stock. And yeah, we're at $430, guys. So increments of 10. If you got it, you guys can place your bids there. Let's see, what are we missing? Some of the other accessories here.
I think the next week is when we cover more of the accessory because the most of the mil-spec handguard and mil-spec accessories, they're pretty much self-explanatory for those gun buff. But for the paintballers, it's really difficult to kind of comprehend the when you don't understand firearms, because firearms is pretty much it's basic and standard, so there's not much to go on beyond that, other than just install it and play around and get it on and get it right. But for paintballs, it's a little bit different because we're talking about compatibility. Like the 85, there's the back is different. And your 98, the back is different. The BT, Valken, all those different markers, the back is different. And you have your Phenom and X7 is different. So the multiple different platform, they all have different spec. And then you're talking about the front end, they all attach differently. And then you have different metal threads. And the top rail, I mean, the height and the length, it's all different. So you cannot cover that in a single episode because so much so much variance in that. So next week we'll try to cover as much as we can.
And we'll kind of give you some visual explanations. Like I said, a lot of this stuff, a lot of the accessories I've created are strictly cosmetic. They were made and designed to give you a look that you could not obtain from most of the other paintball guns on the market. A lot of the visual loadouts that you see and that we make, and I mean with this piece here especially, I wanted to give you guys something that is functional, and Mike does the same thing. Anyone can make a gun look cool, but if the pieces don't work, how does that make you a better player in the field? You're not going to get more. You're not going to shoot more and hit more people by having a gun that looks cool. You know what I'm saying? So we'll try to do some looks. I know I'll work on that this week and next week. So when we have that episode, you'll see some of the new products that we have available too.
Talk about functional. For example, right, the silencer here. See how it hides the barrel. So right now you are using the standard pistol has I think 8 inches barrel. This one gives you a 10 inches barrel. So an extra 2 inches of length. I'm sorry, I think 6 inches, 6.5, 6 inches to give you an extra 4 inches in length. And when you put a silencer on, it hits that length in there. So it seemed like not much, but this actually will improve your shot and your performance drastically. Your velocity will increase and your shot will be much better. That's added functionality to not just look better, but also add more functionality to the accessory that you install for your markers.
I'm a huge fan of the one-shot barrels, and for you guys who saw my Hammerhead video, I would never use anything else. I mean, if I were to play avidly, I'm not much of a player, per se. I do test a lot of stuff here, tech and work on them, but the one-shot barrel for consistency with both round ball and first strikes or shaped projectile is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's come a long way. The Hammerhead line in general,
a lot of testing.
Definitely a lot of testing. And that's kind of where you see it. There's proof behind it. The hammerheadpaintball.com website will show you all that stuff too.
Right. It's a lot of information. You can spend like a day or two on there and you wouldn't be able to cover all the information on it.
Thought about carrying Condor products. Nightmare PB is asking us.
Condor product. We are in the middle of transition right now. We're working really hard to clean up the warehouse. It's a lot of software we had back in the days. We have 20 different pattern. Desert camo, DPM, Italian camo, German camo, cat pad. We have the navy blue color. We have Australian desert, has Australian wood. We have a lot of different pattern. Each one of those pattern, we have about 100 different product, from pouches to pocket to pretty much everything under the sun. More stuff than we want to carry at the moment, because the paintball's changing. Paintball now, look, people more sophisticated. The player gets more sophisticated. The needs have changed. So we're working to clean up what we currently stock. Once that's done, I think we'll focus more on the core product for MagFed, for the tactical side of it, than more the general paintball. And same thing with accessories. Eventually, we will cover more of the mil-spec product than opposed to the general product that we're currently offering.
We'll go ahead and open up to Q&A right here before we go ahead and end the show. Right now, guys, one last time, this is the auction marker for tonight. It's at $430 with Tim Miller at Hunter Valley Paintball in Australia. Tim, if you win the auction today, make sure you message the page, or you can add my Facebook page directly. It's Jonathan Worrell, and you message me and we'll get you set up for how you can go ahead and pay for that. I saw a bunch of questions because you guys thought that our pistol that we're working on was this one right here. It's not like that at all. It is definitely something that is pretty awesome.
It's coming soon where it's actually the project been accelerated quite drastically in the last couple months. I think in the next few months we can able to show you how it looks like and how it's function. But we're in the final stage of it. It's much more compact, probably about 2/3 the size of this. So, I like to talk more about it, but when the time comes, we'll show you and we'll get feedback from there.
How many mags with the auction gun? You'll get 2 mags. One, actually, this one doesn't have the shape projectile bolt in it.
It's we will put shape projectile, but every marker we're shipping out will have shape ready. So you will get one DMAC 14 round shape and one 20 round helix standard. They're all the markers come out like that.
Let's see here.
Come on,
Can I test a new pistol? A new release for my channel would be sick. Maybe, Brian. Maybe. We got a lot of we learned a lot from Paintball Extravaganza. I learned a lot specifically. I know KT's been in the industry a lot longer than I have, but for me, talking with a lot of the field owners out there throughout the U.S. and some of them, outside of the country, there is they're very unsure of the MagFed type of gameplay,
right?
And that's just because they don't know how to do it. And I talked about this in our last broadcast from Paintball Extravaganza. It's really up to you guys. We are one company out of very few that are offering MagFed products, and if you go out to your local fields and you tell them, hey, listen, I would like to partner up with you and throw a MagFed event, every single paintball field owner that I met this last week, and I met over probably 25 or 30 of them.
Probably a lot more, right?
Yeah. They all have said, hands down, we are open to it. We don't know how to do it.
Right.
And if you guys get out to your local fields and even fields that you don't play at, that may be a little bit longer or farther away, and you talk to them about possibly, throwing a MagFed event and doing it, that's where we can come in and help you. This is exactly what we are looking to do, because we can't go and visit all the fields throughout the U.S. We really need you guys to go out there and do the legwork, and then when the time comes, you're like, hey, how do we do this? You give us a call and you say, hey, can you guys help us throw this event?
Right.
KT's been throwing events. Mike's thrown a bunch of events. We do Operation N-War every year. This will be the 9th year, right? No, eighth year this year. So, we know how to do that stuff, and we are more than willing to help you guys develop these communities in your area. The ambassador program, our products, the promotional items. If you have a team of T15s, it doesn't matter. You can still take MCS flag, MCS gear, and hand that out. Use that for raffles.
Right.
Use that for promotional items, because people see our flag. A lot of people see our flag and have no idea who we are, but they recognize our logo. They recognize our name. They recognize all of that stuff, but they just don't know where they saw it. If you guys do that for your community, if you try to start these games, you try to promote special events, even if they're hopper fed but they're allowing MagFed players, submit that on our event page and let us know, so that way we can put a little bit extra attention on those areas to help you develop the MagFed community.
We already have the framework on the games. Like Jonathan said, this year, 2017, will be our 8th Operation N-War. So we have the framework, we have the tools, we have the rules, we have everything to set a game up. So if you need help, just let us know. We're more than willing to pass that information out to you. It's no secret. That's what we do. We'll put games together, we promote the games, and we'd love to help. Just give us a shout, let us participate, and we'll do the best we can to get your game going. Like Jonathan said, a lot of the fields they don't know what to do, and even if we're able to contact them, we can't even run those games because we're not there. I mean, we cannot travel to every single field and do a game. You guys have to participate with the field and introduce them to MagFed and get the team support them, get the team to support the local field, local store, so that way they can exist. Because without the field and the store, they don't exist. Well, we don't exist.
Exactly. and I mean, you guys know this as players in the MagFed community and as people who are out there experiencing different products and owning different products, etc. MagFed is something that you need to experience in order for it to really instill confidence in you to want to be a part of it, to invest in it. We had a bunch of markers you guys saw from that we took to Paintball Extravaganza, and people walked by our booth. You could tell in their eyes that they wanted to. They thought that we were a firearms
Like-
dealer, and
The eyebrows raised.
Yeah, the eyebrows raised, and they're like, "Wow, what is this?" And that realism, they either thought it was one airsoft or two a gun. That's exactly what we got,
Right.
day in and day out from each individual day at the show.
And these are from people in the industry that's so used to a launcher, that used to an equipment or a pneumatic system that shoot a ball out. So they do have experience with launchers, not as somebody on the street where they don't, not industry where they don't know about paintball, they don't know
Yeah.
about a shooting or a launcher or a pneumatic system.
These were
are
industry
right.
professionals for
And they still
years.
question whether this is paintball, airsoft, firearms. I mean, it's and we're there almost every year for a long time now, and they're still kind of wondering what is it that we're doing.
So, like I said,
To
if
show,
you,
that just really show how little that the interest, the industry and the paintball field owner knows about MagFed.
right, exactly. And for a lot of you guys out there that have these really cool loadouts, for you to show up at a field and even sit on the back of your car,
Right.
While other players walk past you, the first thing they're going to ask you is, "Oh, we don't, is that an airsoft gun?" And when you tell them that it's paintball, they're going to be like, "Wow, are you serious?"
Right.
I mean, that's the response that we receive. So I think in the coming weeks here, Jamie and all of us are really going to be pushing. We got a lot of contacts, a lot of field owners from across the United States that are now definitely getting inquiries. They're getting a push behind them to have MagFed at their field. So hopefully we'll have some more outlets for you guys around the world and around the U.S. especially to go and visit and play MagFed and experience it. Have rental guns that you can have MagFed to really find out, is this something I want to be a part of?
We what our goal is to have. Our goal is to have we can walk on to a field and play MagFed any weekend at any field. That's our goal, is for you to go to any field and you'll walk on game and play with our MagFed players. I mean, that's our ultimate goal in what we're doing. Right now, you want to play MagFed game, well, you have to wait for an event, wait to get a group together and play, or go to a travel. So it's not that convenient. I mean, we love to play the game, but we can't play the game because not enough players to play with. And the barrier is the field. The field, they're not confident in MagFed. They don't know how it works. They don't know how to charge people well. Each player only shoot 200-300 balls, and then how much to charge them. And the field survived on selling paint. Registration not so much, but they survive on selling paint. And so we have to kind of work with them, find out a mechanism for them to stay afloat. I mean, they gotta make money to pay the bills. They gotta do something, and they don't know what to do. That's the feedback that we're getting from a lot of paintball fields that we spoke to over actually paintball extravaganza last week. And for the store, we spoke with a dozen paintball store. We asked them, are they doing MagFed? They asked, well, not really. Well, we asked them, well, what does it take for them to do MagFed? Well, I don't know. Well, if I stock them, I get stuck with a product. Nobody will ask them for them. So that's the internet's great. It's fantastic. People just click and you place an order and boom, come to your store. But the fields and the store locally, they actually need the local support for them to stock it, for them to have the product there, and to provide the service and the technical know-how. So if you guys, you have a local store, local field, give them a shout, talk to them, and see if you can do business with them or get product from them. That will really help the local fields. That will actually that is the mechanism that actually grow the sport, not buying online, and online's great. I mean, we're doing online too, but to grow the sport, to actually support the local field and local store.
So one last time, guys, we're going to have about 5 minutes left here, 10 minutes left in the auction. We have a Storm 2 with a vertical grip here. I have a compact laser sight that does work, and you have a flashlight that does work as well. I have the Special Operations Suppressor, 1-inch diameter, 10-inch length barrel. The 2x42 red and green dot, that also works. It's a functional piece. I put it up front so you guys have some definite eye relief here. You don't even have to extend this all the way back if you don't want to. And then you have your rib caged M4 carbine with the attachment Picatinny, and the butt pad actually comes off, and you can put your battery packs on the side here for any of the optics, etc. So we're at $440 with John Smith, increments of 10. You guys have till 6 o'clock. It's 5:52 right now before the auction is over.
Yeah, this is as Jonathan was saying, the system right here. There are a couple of different aspects to this that's really nice marker. One of which I really love is the ability for you to kind of put anything on it. But for this set right here, most people ask me how much would I price this for. So you talk about the silencer right here. This is the SOCOM silencer. We have probably about a dozen of these left. They run about $60 a piece. Flashlight run about 30. The laser run about another 30. The red dot here, the 2x42 red dot, run about another $30-$40. So add together, this is like about if you were to price everything separately on its own, probably run you about maybe $400 add together. The market would sell about $300, but everything on it at $400-$500. So you can get this unit right here around under $500. You can actually get a fantastic deal on it.
Let's see here.
John. He's done. Call me if he wins.
He's done. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can go ahead and ask now. I didn't see any box mag questions, thank the Lord. I did see some pistol questions, but that was because they saw the Tipex there. We're going to have some new products for you guys here throughout the year. We're excited about a couple big projects. I know KT is working hard on some of the ones that we have promised you guys in the past, and with the what we saw at Paintball Extravaganza, and we know, well, we're aware of what other companies are releasing. Trust me, what we have, what we promised you guys will be coming, and it will be worth it. I assure you that it will definitely be worth it. So actually, just do it here.
Really? Oh, from there?
Yeah.
I'm trying to kill the speaker here. There we go.
So that's a question that we get repeatedly, at least a couple times a week, regarding those three projects especially. So just be patient with us just a little bit longer. I know we've said that before in the past, but I promise you, it's something that I push for every day, and I bother KT about. Probably gets on his nerves sometimes, but he's working hard to get it done, and so is Omar. They met a couple weeks ago, and we can tell them that,
right,
to finalize these projects. And we finally are at a point now where we can start getting things in motion for them.
Pretty much shape projectile any day now. We're in the final stage of that. I think a lot of people waiting for that. Us too. I think we're more excited and anxious than any of you guys combined. Seriously, where we've been eating and breathing this project for the last couple of years, so we're on it. So that's a shape projectile where we expect release pretty soon. Pistol, like I said, we're pretty much almost done. We'll show it pretty soon, and for the Hydra, it's still in process. Like I said, we spent the last about last year or two trying to finish up all the basic markers that we have, the Vortex, Blizzard, the Bolt, get all the kits into place, get all the basic systems that for MFW to grow without like the basic system for new players to participate. A sub $200, sub $150. Now the kits now sub $100, and it come with 5 magazines. That's unheard of. So now you can buy a conversion kit, and it's come with a kit and 5 magazines for $99. So for new players to participate, we're able to produce enough and scale the product enough, and able to improve the process, and then we're able to get the price down, improve the quality, get more players to come out. And that's when we're done. We're pretty much done with all the kits, the basic system. For new players to participate. Now we're going back and focus on the core project that we kind of strayed off a little bit. So the Hydra, the pistol, box mag, the shape projectile, all those are back onto the calendar, and we start to punch it out one at a time.
Brian, you brought up a very valid point here. 4 minutes left, guys, in the auction. We're at 440 right now. You can bid at increments of 10. But Brian, you made a very valid point. KT addressed this last week, I think, or the week before. I'm not 100% positive. I can't remember. But a lot of people, we received a lot of flack and a lot of derogatory remarks regarding the company, regarding personnel, etc., because we were supposedly lied about the release of a lot of products, and these were the three main ones that that took a little bit of extra time, and the reason for that is exactly what he said right now. The kits to release a product to a community or a hobby of people that are very small is not a very smart business decision. And that's what I think a lot of people forget. You guys are already, or some people that, especially the people who are saying these things, are already players in the community. So they're just looking for another piece to add to their collection and to utilize. But we as a company were focused more on the growing of the sport. So when we release these products, the pistol, the Hydra, the box mag, and the shaped rounds, there's an actual community of people that are going to use them. Selling it to 100 people worldwide is not a profitable, that's not going to keep this warehouse open, our jobs, or anything like that. So that's one thing to keep in mind. We get a lot of really funny derogatory things of these people who think that it's just really easy to create a product and then just here. And it doesn't work like that. There's a huge process. The shaped projectile especially is a product that requires finesse. We've learned from First Strike. I'm just going to say that. We've learned from First Strike. And we've been developing, Omar's been developing, KT, tested, developed, R&D, all of these things that go into making a product correctly the first time, so we don't have learning experiences during the production phase. That's what these projects are all about. I assure you, like I said, I've seen all these projects firsthand. I've witnessed, KT working on them. Daily. They're worth it. We're really making a product, and we're innovating something that is going to change the face of MagFed and in paintball in general. These are products that are going to really capture someone's attention and offer you guys, especially the players, the MagFed players, a full spectrum of items that you can use in your arsenal to become better players on the field, as well as represent the community and grow it in areas that have never even heard of MagFed. I guarantee you that. So keep that in mind. If you see these people, or you're one of these people who are watching the show, and you're kind of waiting for us to give you the snippets and the details on stuff like that, we will definitely be there. One thing that we've focused on since we started the show is being completely transparent with you guys. That's something that we didn't necessarily do because we didn't have the personnel. We didn't do the things that we were.
We didn't have the platform.
We didn't have the platform, and now we have that. And so I assure you personally, even outside of my MCS title, that I will always be honest with you guys up front. KT is the same way. Mike, Jamie, Val, we're always here to help you guys, and I think we've done that day in and day out, especially since I've started. I've been with the company for more than a year now. Went by really fast. But these are projects specifically that are finally coming to fruition, and they're worth it. They're worth your guys' patience for the past couple years. They're worth every dollar and cent that you're going to throw at them. I'm telling you, they're worth it.
Yeah, we rushed to release a few times and it didn't pan out right. So we're not going to make the same mistake. We're taking our time. That's why you guys asked them to show. We'll show in due time. We want to make sure it's correct, right? Ready to release, then we'll show you.
Right.
Not kind of pre-showed you and then say we'll make some changes or some design change. Oh, we need to change again. We did that a couple of times, and it
came back to bite us really hard. Right. And that's not something good. As we are on this show, as you guys that are ambassadors, for us to give you a product that we're not 100% confident in, not only can make you look bad, but it makes us look even worse. Terrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, the deliberations and the R&D that KT and the hard work that he puts in, as well as Omar and the rest of the people, Mike, that are involved in these projects first-handedly, they have to think. They think about all these things because we've had a lot of learning experiences, not just with our products, but the company in general. And we're aware of the rumors. We're aware of all the flack that surrounds the RAP4 name. It doesn't bother us because we're still, that pushes us to develop and create innovative products for you guys that are essentially going to make this sport bigger than paintball has ever been. And I'm truly believe in that. I think where MagFed is going is definitely going to change the face of a new hobby and a new community of people that are going to be able to reach out and do big things.
Enjoy.
In the combat sports.
Enjoy. Yeah, it's fun. It's exciting. It's one of one of our favorite thing to do. And so to grow that, like I said earlier, our goal is to let's go and play MagFed, and you just drive to a field and you play. But like I said, you don't have that right now. You have to wait for a month or a week or whatever the event is, then you go play. That's not great. I mean, that's terrible actually. You can't satisfy your thirst and you have to wait.
You can't justify to your wives to go and buy these things without knowing you're going to use it wholeheartedly. Right. So John Smith won the auction. It's 6:02. Do you got anything else?
That is it.
That's all I got, guys. I thank you again. We thank you, and so does the staff here at MCS, for all of your continued support for our products, for the MagFed Weekly Show. You guys every single week come in, day out, ask questions. We're going to be making our material much more interactive.
Right.
Next week's episodes, we're going to have some new products for you guys. So definitely tune in next week for the new products. We'll have some different variations of accessories, and then ultimately, grow the sport together. So we thank you guys for tuning in for the MagFed Weekly Show, episode number 8, and we will see you next week.
Thank you for watching, guys. See you soon.
Combat sport.